My path is clear. This week's character breakdown is Corrin, who made their first appearance in Fire Emblem Fates for the Nintendo 3DS in 2015. In an early version of female Corrin's artwork, she had 2 left feet. Corrin has the most playable variations of any character in Fire Emblem Heroes, and Corrin is the first avatar to not be fully human. What's up YouTube, I'm Choctopus, and this week's character breakdown is Corrin, our first Fire Emblem character, and a mid-range sword fighter with a versatile aerial game. Now, as far as matchups go, while there's no official matchup chart, Corrin will do well against characters like Jigglypuff and Little Mac, but will struggle against others like Palutena. And when playing Corrin, a bulk of combos are going to stem from landed aerials and tilts. Now be sure to place your votes down in the comments section for who you want to see next week, and let's get started. Corrin's jabs are pretty decent. You have your 3-hit combo, which can be done by holding A, or you have your rapid jab, which can be done by hitting A repeatedly. The 3-hit combo will work as a quick attack, but use your rapid jab to rack up damage. Just be careful at high percents, because if your opponent falls out of it, they can punish you. Also, the final hit is a bite that has strong knockback. Corrin's dash is a corkscrew attack, and it has an early startup and hits multiple times. And while it doesn't true combo into anything, you can follow up with a forward air for opponents that are trying to jump out of it. It's also a good option for tech chasing. Corrin's smash attacks aren't particularly great, but they have their uses. Forward smash has incredible range, and the tip of the attack does the most damage and has high knockback, which will typically kill around 80% depending on your positioning. Now, it has no practical setups, but because you can angle it either upward or downward, it's good for lancing your opponent as they return to the stage, or if they hang on the ledge too long. But the attack itself has low priority, so use it with caution. Another weird thing about the F smash is it'll hit multiple times while charging if your opponent's close enough, so you can just charge it and let it go. Corrin's down smash is a simultaneous attack that hits on both sides, and when you use it, their leg will turn into a Dragon Fang Spear that has more reach and will deal more damage. In addition, it also has a sweet spot, which is the tip of the spear. At 0, you can short hop forward air into a down smash for an easy 20%. You can also use it to read your opponent's rolls. Corrin's up smash is vertical dragon thrust. Now, it has poor range, so as far as the anti-air goes, up tilt is way better, but again, it has a sweet spot, which is also the tip of the spear. It also hits from the side, so at 0, you can do a fair into an up smash. Corrin's neutral B is Dragon Fang Shot, which can be charged for increased damage and stun. When the shot is fully charged, Corrin's Dragon Mouth will bite afterwards. Now, you can release B after the shot for a quicker bite, or you can continue to hold B to separately charge it. In combination, the two are incredibly powerful, but fully charging the shot increases end lag, and the projectile is very slow moving, so it's pretty easy to avoid. However, if you land an almost fully charged shot on your opponent, you can follow up with Dragon Lunge by pinning them, or you can chase them with an aerial attack. Corrin's side B is Dragon Lunge. Now, hitting side B will make them vault forwards, and then hitting either A or B again will make them skewer the floor, where then you can do one of 4 things. You can either kick forwards, you can kick backwards, you can jump, or you can press down to cancel. Now, sliding your finger from B to A is the quickest way to pin the floor. You can also delay your pin by waiting to hit B a second time. The benefit of delaying your pin is having more range. It'll also position Corrin higher so they're not prone to being grabbed as easily. So you can use this to whiff punish attacks, but be wary because if you whiff this attack, it has some significant lag even if it cancels. You can also use Dragon Lunge in the air, and if you manage to hit with the very tip of the spear, it can kill pretty early because it has high knockback. Up B is Draconic Ascent, which is a decent recovery that covers vertically and horizontally, but it's not a great recovery, and you can chase pretty deep with Corrin, but make sure you save that second jump or you're not going to make it back. You can angle it a little bit, which helps, so hitting up B just by itself will make you go a little bit forwards. If you hit up B and then back, you'll go straight up, and then if you hit up B and forwards, you'll angle it even more forwards. You can also do some niche combos with it, so you can do a falling up air into an up B, but be careful if you miss it, because you just fall helplessly, and then you're open for your opponent to punish. Down B is Counter Surge, which is your typical counter. It has a lot of end lag, so don't spam it, but you can definitely use it to escape juggles or read attacks. Corrin's tilts are going to be vital to gameplay and for setting up combos. So F-tilt is a good kill option at high percent. It's this downward swipe, so towards the end of the stage, around 120, this is a good option for picking up a kill. However, it doesn't really combo well, but you can use it as a spacing tool. Just be aware that it's a bit slow. F-tilt is also good for setting up a tech chase, so if your opponent doesn't tech, you can run into them with a dash attack. Corrin's down tilt has a couple uses. First of all, it's quick, it hits on frame 5, which makes it one of Corrin's quickest ground attacks. It also combos really well starting at mid percents. So we have Ike at 40 right now, or 49, and you'll find that a lot of Corrin's attacks are versatile and can be used interchangeably. So down tilt can combo into an up tilt starting at mid percents. It can also combo into a nair, and you can even combo it into an up air to start a juggle. Now the good thing about down tilt is it pops your opponent right in front of you, so it makes it really easy to follow up. You can also use it for opponents that re-grab the ledge or are overstaying their welcome. Up tilt is good anti-air, and like I said earlier, it's much better than up air because it's faster and it has better range. It also hits from the side, and starting around 20%, it can combo into itself, and you can combo it into either up airs or nairs starting at 40. In addition to using Corrin's tilts, their air attacks are going to be critical to comboing. Starting with Nair, which is their fastest aerial and has a long hitbox, which makes it useful in multiple situations. Now, being that Corrin circles with a sword and a spear, landing it can set up for a combo, whether you land it in front or if you land it behind. So some good combos starting at 0, you can do a Nair into an up tilt, you can do a Nair into a forward air, you can do a Nair into a Nair, you can even do it into a forward tilt. Now, once your opponent's percentage starts getting up there, your options become a bit more limited, but it's still a great combo tool. Now, you can even do a hop over Nair into a back air up until around 60. Nair is also a good out-of-shield option, so if your opponent's right on top of you and you're shielding, you can use Nair directly out of it to get them off you. Forward air is another great combo starter because it'll put your opponent right in front of you. And similar combos will work in place of a Nair to start, so you can do stuff like a forward air into itself, you can do a forward air into an up air. You can also auto-cancel it by fast falling, which makes it a good tool for spacing in neutral. Now, in addition to that, hitting with the very bottom of the attack will deal slightly more damage. Then we have back air, which is a great ledge guard tool, mainly because it pushes Corrin slightly away, making it safe to use on shield. So, if you knock your opponent off the stage, you can use this thing all day long as I get completely massacred by Ike's up B. As I was saying, you can use this thing all day long because it'll constantly push you back towards the stage. Up air is another great attack for multiple reasons. It has huge range. I mean, look at this enormous sword swing. So you can use it to juggle your opponents pretty easily. It's also very easy to do a landing up air and start a combo, and it's a great combo starter. So virtually any percent, you can do it into most aerial attacks. So you can do a landing up air into an up air, you can do a landing up air into a fair, you could do it into a nair, and just like a nair, if you go over, you can go into a back air as well. Then we have down air, which is this downward corkscrew. Now this attack is basically a death wish. If you use it off the stage, you're not coming back. Now with that being said, if you're feeling lucky and you're stock ahead, you can use it to drag your opponents down. But if you're going to do that, please proceed with caution. Another use that it has is to help you land because it increases your fall speed. So just to recap, a lot of your combos are going to start by landing a nair, a forward air, or an up air. And then from there, you can string into other aerials, and as the damage goes up, you'll be able to extend, but it'll likely just be a lot of forward airs to juggle your opponent off the stage. Corrin's throws aren't particularly good because they transform into something straight out of Pokemon, and there's a lot of end lag, so down throw doesn't true combo, but it will put your opponent in a position to follow up with a forward air. Then you have up throw, which is a good kill option at a high percent. You can also use it to chase with an up air, which is another decent kill option. Then you have your forward throw and your back throw, where Corrin just lances you through the heart, and those are both good for basic positioning. So that's it for Corrin's breakdown. They're not an overly complicated character and have some pretty easy interchangeable strings like we talked about. So if you're a new player looking to learn the character, Corrin is relatively easy to pick up. Now when playing, just a couple tips, things to remember. Utilize your range with fair and F-tilt to keep your enemies away. You can also catch approaching enemies with a down tilt to turn things around. As always, thank you for checking out this breakdown. If you made it this far into the video, a thumbs up would definitely help a lot. And if this is your first video, go check out some of my other ones and subscribe if you like what you see. Have an awesome day, and we will catch you in the next one.